Hello everybody, welcome back. I am TheChornick and this is my Elder Scrolls 6 Theory Series. And in this episode today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going over the possible idea or rumors or theories or whatever you could think of about the hero and the villain. Who will you play as? Who will you be? Who will the villain and the hero possibilities be for the next Elder Scrolls game? Now, in the past, we've had all sorts of heroes. We had champions of gods, and we had, the champions of provinces, such as, champion of Cyrodiil. We've been the Dragonborn, who's actually supposed to be the most powerful being in Tamriel, like, most powerful mortal, apparently. So, I mean, if you really think about it, if we were, to be the next hero in the next game, wouldn't we have to be something even greater, or as equal to the last Dragonborn? The last Dragonborn was the player character in the previous game in Skyrim, and to me, I believe that to be the last Dragonborn was said to be the most powerful Dragonborn out of all the Dragonborns. In Mirak, which was this first Dragonborn, was supposed to be like the second most powerfulest or something like that. But anywho, this also makes me kind of wonder if so you won't ever be that powerful again. This also kind of makes me wonder, but yet again, we could still have other powers, maybe as equal or almost as equal as the power of the Dragonborn had. Perhaps we'll have like magical powers instead, or maybe some sort of martial arts or weapon, just elemental fury, kind of like how we had in Skyrim, one of the shouts or something like that, where you just maybe have like some sort of how am I supposed to say this? Like being able to use your weapons extremely well. I don't know how to really say that in a word, but yes, maybe we could have some sort of power that way, skill, I guess you could say, a really powerful skill in, in using weapons. Perhaps, I believe in the next game, my biggest prediction, I have to say, because I do believe that the next game's plot will probably be centered around the Great War, the Second Great War. So I believe that the hero character would probably be a war hero of some sort. That's actually my biggest prediction for for the hero or the player character to be. But that's just my biggest prediction. I mean, we could have another champion of a god, such as champion of Azura, which we had in Morrowind, and we could be a champion of say, of another province, such as the champion of Cyrodiil. But I mean, all those have been used up. I think it'll be boring to use them again. But guys, post below if you like to whatever hero you'd like to see. If you think one idea would come out being the next hero. So please post your ideas and thoughts about that in the comment section below. But now we're going to move on to the villain. Now, who is going to be the villain in the next game? This has also got me, thinking. We had mostly just immortal antagonists, while the mortal, like the people and all that of Cyrodiil, have been kind of like, they've had villainous roles too, but they haven't been like the main antagonist. I mean, I guess you could argue that Cameron was the main antagonist because you faced him in like kind of that boss battle, but it was kind of still centered around Mehrunes Dagon for Cyrodiil and for the game Oblivion, and then Alduin is an immortal dragon, and so he had that to him. He was supposed to be the leader of the dragons and all that. So we had like a creature immortal, and then we had like a god immortal, and then we kind of had like a human / god immortal with the Morrowind tribunal, I believe it was. But anywho, so I'm just going that far back. I mean, we did have the sorcerer and like the arena and all that, but like I'm not gonna go that far back. But we did have like those antagonists as well. But for the recent games, a lot of people have been hoping for more of a mortal antagonist instead of an immortal or a godlike antagonist, which I believe probably won't happen. Those will probably only be like those side characters. For example, like the Thieves Guild, how Mercer Frey was the main antagonist of the Thieves Guild, and he was a human mortal and all that. So we would probably have like those, you know, not as significant antagonists for like the main plot of the game, but they will, you know, still be antagonists for other quest lines. Now, for the main plot of what I thought about the Great War, the Second Great War, perhaps, you know, like the Queen of the Aldemary Dominion, or, you know, the Emperor of Cyrodiil, you know, whoever side you choose will probably be the main mortal enemy for the next game. Or it could be some sort of, you know, commander or some sort of high-ranking official that maybe is actually the main threat, and not the, you know, the emperor or the queen or king of Somerset. So, I mean, we have to think about that also. But what do you guys think? Should there be, you know, immortal or immortal antagonists? So, should you be immortal? Should you be immortal? Should you have like immortal powers, kind of like the Dragonborn had with having like the blood of the dragon? But what power should the hero have? I mean, who should you be? Should you even be more powerful than the Dragonborn? Should they try to push that through? Should the enemy be extremely hard this next game? Just post your ideas, thoughts, and comments below. If I didn't get into anything, I'll post more about it in the comment section below if I forgot anything. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and peace off. Thank you very much. I will, by the way, I will try to post the Oblivion video as soon as possible. I don't know when, but it will come. Don't worry. Anyway, peace off. Thank you very much.